Welcome back, my little ponies. You don't want to know how much time that I've spent trying to find where I'm supposed to go next. Trying to follow... There are no walkthroughs for this game. All I could find is that I needed this specific one item right here. This one specific thing that's in an area I have been through, but apparently doesn't exist until you get to the full game. So this item does not exist until you purchase the full game. That's how they make sure to keep it so you don't just, continue on through the game. And everything else that leads to progression in the game is locked behind this. Or technically one other ability that you don't get until much later. So, but because I had already been through that area in the demo, and I guess I wonder if it has something to do, because like when I got the full game, I manually transferred my save data over instead of like starting the game and just replaying for 2 hours. Which almost would have been faster to have done. But I wasn't expecting it to be like, hiding way over there. So now... Now I can use those chains to launch up into areas. So now I can explore other places. Also, yes, this is the same room as the boss. You cannot jump down over that fence. It is actually just a full-on solid wall. It is actually impossible to jump down past it. It's just there to make it look like it's actually there. It doesn't actually... It's just an actual wall. Talk about the quest. Eliminate 4 burning undead. So now I have to go down here and kill 4 burning undead without letting them blow up. I'm fine. Yeah, it's like, oh, sneak up behind them, y'all. Literally not a single walkthrough that just says, oh, hey, if you've played the demo and transferred to the full game, that, like, not a single person ever said, like, oh, if you play the demo and go to the full game, go to where the second boss is and the room to the left. You go to the hallway to the left of the second boss, and that's how you get the ability that you need to advance forward. Yeah, if I had owned the full game from the onset, I would have just gone it, but I didn't want to own the full game from the onset. I wanted to use the demo to see if the full game is worth buying. So now, I want to get this because that is the next, like, upgrade place. But I need to get up first. So now I can so now that I've paid the... So that's how they keep the demo separate. I'm dead. So I think that it's that you're supposed to use the chain in order to go blip, 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 blip. And just jump from one to the next. But if you don't have the mana for it, then I guess just, what, leave the room and then go and fight some other stuff? And like, oh no, that was enough karma to get half of a single level up. Less than half of a level up. It costs like 600 now. At least the chain doesn't cost very much mana. Yeah, you could totally pass that without the chain. That's why they put the chain lock thing right before it, to actually test you. And they put those in just to look cool, I guess. Yeah, it sucks that I had to get spoiled so much of this game just to learn, oh hey, if you go one room to the left of the second boss fight, then you get the item that you need to progress through the entire game. See, I thought that was the item I needed, but no. So I was trying to figure out how to get up here, but no. Okay, strikes them and launches them into the air. While they're airborne, all follow-up attacks trigger crits. So I've got half of the game's abilities. Reduces damage from spikes and traps. That's useful. I could just still keep the X's around, but not much point anymore, I guess. So that, I still don't know what to do with. That is still an item that I should probably just might as well go get. Nope. Not dealing with that. Well, nothing else I can do here, so I might as well just leave. Also, no, the full game also, for the record, the full game still has 8-bit movement. Or 8-direction movement, I should say. I'm going to change the settings because left bumper is still giving me issues. So I could explore in there. Can't really explore in here, but there is There is some stuff I can do here. And while reading through things, I also found this little bit. Hold on. This little bit of tech. You stand the candelabra, then you jump over here, then you go all the way over here, and then you use the chain to get to this chest, where you just get a wedge stone. That's it. Yeah, you can stand on top of the candle. You can stand on top of the candles. Yeah, that's just a thing that you can just, like, do. So since this is the one that I want, what would it do? +6 attack for just that one weapon. I can hold out on that for a bit. So anyway, I don't remember if there are any marks down here. There's this one up here, so I could go up here or I could go back down. I'm already right here. I'll go down and hope that there's more progress to be made. Like, the thing about Metroidvania is that, like, you want... It's like, ultimately, there will be choke points. Like, say, if the character is supposed to have a double jump ability by the end of the game, then the player will need to do the thing, will need to get the double jump ability. If the player somehow manages to do everything that there is that's possible to do before getting the double jump, then they'll still need to do something to get the double jump. They have to do that thing eventually. So, say, if you make it that you have to defeat a specific boss to get double jump, well, then when the player, and if that player gets the boss and they happen to just not be able to beat it, for one reason or another, if they just can't defeat that one boss, then they can't do anything past double jump. Whereas, you know, if the game wasn't meant to require triple jump, say, to beat it, but there's a boss that blocks triple jump, well, if a player can't beat that, then they can still beat the game. They just don't get 100% whatever. They don't get that one extra collectible that they need triple jump for, whatever. But they can still win, because triple jump isn't necessary. So, like, I wonder how viable it would be. I wonder how viable it would be to set it up so then, like, say, suppose there are two specific bosses. One is said to give a necessary ability or item or skill or whatever, and the other one isn't. It's like, oh, well, this one just gives a health up, but this one gives double jump. What if you set it so whichever one you defeat first gives you double jump, and then the other one gives you the health? So if someone just cannot defeat one of them, they can still advance in the game anyway. They can still advance the game, it's just a matter of... like... Oh, well... Yeah. Yeah, as I was saying. Oh, you can't do this one thing, but you can do another? Okay, sure, fine. Fight the boss so you can, get the ability to keep playing the game. And I get if you want to make a game where, like, one of the selling points is, oh, most people can't beat this game, then sure, whatever. Make it more difficult. You want it to be exclusive? Sure, fine. If that's your goal, sure. But if you want people to actually have fun playing a game, you want to encourage people to play it, and enjoy it, and have fun with it, and say, oh yeah, this is the game for everybody to play. I don't know. Like, I feel like it would be relatively easy to set up, right? Like... Gosh, if the answer wound up being something stupid like, oh no, you actually have to kill that one specific enemy to get progression, and I just don't. Oh yeah, no, that one enemy that looks like just some whatever normal enemy, yeah, no, you actually have to defeat it or else you can't beat the game. It's like, yeah, you see it in one room, and it's actually relatively easy to just run past and completely ignore. Like, you don't immediately have to kill it in the moment. So you could just ignore it, play through the rest of the game, and not realize that you don't have the wolf's fur that you need for, like, Chapter 8. Yeah, no, you need a wolf's fur item, and, well, you don't have one because you didn't defeat this one random enemy. Yes, this is a message about the game Folklore. Interesting premise of game. Interesting vibe of game. The execution of the game was terrible. I've tried, what, 3 separate times to play through the game, and every time it's been a failure? I feel like I might play through the game. If I were to try to play through Folklore again, I would basically only want to do so in a situation where I am, like, with a group of people, and it's like, you know, multiple of us all kind of playing through together, like maybe taking turns playing, whatever. So it's not just me having to deal with the game. It, you know, there's multiple of us. We're joking around. We have some pizza. You know, make a party out of playing the game. And dedicate an entire day to it. Like, hey, let's play this game for like 8 hours. Let's have this nice, like, 8-hour-long playing session. We just play this game and try to play it all the way through in a day. And I don't think that 8 hours is actually going to be enough for that game, for the record. Actually, 200 health is kind of fine. So yeah, theoretically, I really need to make a list, like an actual physical list I can just see of all of the games that I've started that I haven't actually beaten. Or, at the very least, all the games that I want to play through and beat that I've started but haven't beaten. Just go through, I don't know, go through my entire channel to find everything that I've officially started and haven't beaten. Okay, number 1, Maid of Salvation. Actually, I was playing through Pokemon. I should get back to that eventually, I just haven't been wanting to play it. It's like, yeah, it's the best Pokemon game, but ultimately it is still a Pokemon game. Made it through to the end of the game, I made it through to the end of the DLC, and it's like, yeah, if they release, you know, more DLCs, or it's like, oh, hey, here's a new mythical Pokemon that you can catch, whatever, perhaps I'll go and do it, but I just don't know if the gameplay experience by itself is enough to make me want to keep playing it over and over. Hello, new weapon. Slightly less damage and no poison, or no fire, but it has about half as much poison. Okay, the reach is slightly less, but oh my gosh, that speed! Okay. I don't know why there are so many spikes on the ground. No. Yeah. If I've already, like, beaten a game and tried to do, like, a challenge run but haven't finished it, that's, like, a lesser priority than a game that I've started and haven't finished. Like, say, Little Witch no Beta. Game I started and haven't finished. I feel like it's a relatively short game and I made it close to the end. I just need to, like, you know, do that last little bit. I feel like. I don't know if that's true. Let's do a jumping challenge. I will say the 8-bit movement does help with the platforming. So I know I won't be, like, you know, 5% off on my direction and completely fail. Weapon discovery slightly increases versus accessory. No, I'd rather have weapons. I feel good with my accessories. Okay, but what is this then? Store a small amount of health after a successful backstab. That could be useful. Bonus attack power. But so far, that bonus is really, really low. Ooh, only up by 12. Right, so there's supposed to be a special fancy chest up here. Oh gosh, fancy chest! And also, a potion. Just have to enter from the bottom. If I can enter that room from the bottom side, then I could get this done. Honestly, like, Potion Legends CA is potions. Pokemon Legends, great game, but you know, this game, nice game, decent game. I don't think necessarily that I'd be calling this, one of the best games I've ever played, but I mean, good enough game to want to buy it. Oh, the silver yarn ball, that's for the quest. It's a gun in waiting. All that way for the silver yarn ball, quest item, whatever. Yeah, we'd like to have some health recovery. I could just get an item that just some accessory that just recovers my health slowly over time. Just so, while I'm running around. This might be like magic. Maybe I should just increase my mana pool. So if I do want to start running up and using my gun. This isn't supposed to be a challenge run where I keep my mana at 1 all game. It's just that instead of building up my stats to have them all be balanced and even, I find it better to do specific builds in specific games. Like say in this game, when I'm primarily using my sword a whole bunch, I find myself wanting to upgrade my strength so I can use my sword better. I want to do my main thing more efficiently. I want to do my main thing gooder. I don't want to be all, well, my magic is bad, so I'll increase my magic because I never use my magic. I want to be all like, no, I use my sword all the time. Let's make it better. Backstab for 1700. 3 hit to kill these enemies. You know what? Actually, for the one-ways, that is more appropriate, because that is still a one-way passage. And then that needs an item. And then by that logic, I should go up here and just remove that. Just to say, hey, by the way, I could just delete that. No, wait, can't get that chest. Another jumping puzzle type thing, which I could totally do if I could find the proper entrance to it. The thing think this is the proper entrance to it. And, like, I get that it's supposed to, like, represent, oh, hey, the room is dark and all that. It's hard to see, so it's in darkness, but we don't want to actually impact the player, so you need it so you can totally see. Yeah, like, if you miss your jump, you just fall, like, into spikes. Which, like, that's just brutal. Also, I killed you. I killed that comrade, buddy. By the way. So, I read something about Ocarina of Time. But honestly, I think that more games with a bunch of, like, tools should implement. Is that, in Ocarina of Time, basically every item that you get during your journey has a use in combat. So yeah, of course, the sword and the shield, those have pretty obvious uses. The Deku sticks can work as swords. The Deku nuts can stun enemies, generally. Ice arrows can freeze enemies in place. Light arrows do extra damage. Fire arrows, you know. They do. I think they do more damage than normal arrows. You can use the hook shot, usually to stun enemies. It's not like every single item has its own special, like, unique thing that only that item does and nothing else, but I think that's part of the good thing. If it was like, oh, hey, if fighting against this enemy, well, you have to use this item. If you don't have this item, or you just don't like to use this item, well, then that's too bad for you, because you really have to be using this one item to deal with this one specific enemy. And if you don't want to use it, then too bad. Or it's like, oh, hey, you already have a hookshot out, and here's some, like, flying bats. You could use the hookshot on the bats. So it's something I've noticed a lot more playing enemy randomizer, where I have a bunch of random enemies all over the place. The Deku nuts are actually really good. So no, yeah, Folklore. I don't particularly want to play that game, but I will potentially. At some point, maybe. I could. Will I play it sometime this year? Probably not. Like, I want, like, a group that I can, like, play games with. And it's, like, so hard to find proper, like, gaming groups. You basically have to find, like... You have to find people who are doing other stuff. Do other stuff with them for a long time. And then eventually be like, hey, do you want to do this thing together? And if they say no, then... Oh, well, find someone. Find another group of people to start doing the stuff with. And hope that one of them is, like, suitable enough. I've fallen to shock, my stamina won't look over for a while. Well, let's do this. Also, apparently this game does have achievements if you defeat bosses without taking damage. I don't think that I'll be trying for that. I did that for one game, okay? And it was a nightmare. Let's go. It is a really interesting challenge to go for, though. I will admit. But if I were to actually want to do that for all the bosses in this game, I feel like I'd be... I feel like one, I'd be better suited starting the game over, and two, I'd want to put more points into mana so I can stand back and use my gun a lot. Did I take like 1 HP of damage? No, no, no. I'm fine. I'm fine. I mean, I put it down past half health. If I get it down to like just a tiny little sliver of health and then I get hurt, I am going to be so annoyed. Because like if I, you know, if I did like 10% of his health and damage and then I got hurt, I'd be like, okay, sure, whatever. If I do like 90% or 99%, then I know that I could do it. I just failed. Like right there. I totally could have done it. I just totally failed. With like 3 hits to go. All the defeat a boss is just defeat a specific boss. I can level up once. Okay. And it's like, oh yeah, use this ability, use this ability, use that ability, use this ability, use that ability. And it's like, I tend to just forget that I have all these extra abilities. And just go as if and just play as if I don't have them. So if I could get 450 armor points. If I could go up by almost 1,000. Okay, don't think that I can... Yeah, I could go up by about 800 and that's it. So are these going to be that key that I want? Ooh, Phoenix Tail. key of the Iron Gate Cavern. So I might as well try to go up there, but remember, I can't just go up there. I have to go into this room first. So let's go up a bit, then... No. Oh, really? Oh, I could just go up and then around. Also, more attack, more fire over poison. Still super fast. I think that the reach is the same, actually. Like, I like how I can see the amount of bullets that I have just looking at the top there. So, we've done the jumping challenge twice already. So imagine this would be a third time. Yeah, if I had gone into that boss challenge really wanting to kill it damageless, honestly, what I was doing was working pretty fine until the very end. But I think, really, just only use one level up gun a few times before I go in. And two, use some... No, not the defense. Maybe use like an attack potion. There's a new game plus to this game, so if after beating the game I do want to try to go for all the achievements, I could just go for all of the bosses in New Game Plus. Recon Unit Echo. The mission has completely failed. The Recon Unit members have been scattered, and now I hide here to leave his final record. It was certainly not a fiend that ambushed us. Its movements had purpose, and more than anything, it knew our path. So it had been watching us from the very beginning. Could it be them? As long as I was leave a message at the Blue Rose, please let someone survive and uncover the truth. So I can go here now. But as soon as I pass the door, there's the gem. So I can't. So you need one very specific item in order to get through the gem. Otherwise, everything else seems to be pretty accomplished. Why do we keep closing and presumably locking the door behind us anyway? So that is... Wait, is that Power Slash? No, that can't be Power Slash. It's an ability that's just not on our skill list because there's more than actually 6 core skills, but it only says that there's 6. So you think that the game is relatively short, only to later reveal, oh, actually there's like a bunch more stuff. Yeah, I don't need the special power slashes or anything. What if I kill everything in 2 or 3 hits? Anyway, it's faster to just keep attacking and kill than it's like, oh, use power slash and then start attacking and waste some energy and blah blah blah. It's like, no, I can just kill. But no, I kill. So, and I can't go up because there's someone shackled in there. That does a decent amount of damage. I was curious if that actually hurt. I should try leveling up my attack some more. It'd be really funny if, like, there's like a final area that you could go into by jumping into here, but you could jump in at any time. You just jump in and get to like the last chapter of the game. What is this? Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to be in. I think that's supposed to be a warp to another place. I have no idea. So, if you could, say, somehow hack the game, glitch the game, maybe you could just, like, say, give your character a double jump or something. Could you do something, and then just beat the entire game just in the demo? If you gave yourself a double jump, like, what other... If you were to give, like, yeah, if you played the demo, give yourself a double jump, could you beat the entire game? Is, like, the only thing different about the games just that one little thing? Or are there actually, like, a lot more things? Go to the ruins. No, me of a past life. Change secret art research. I still need a goblin horn flute. Kristen tells me to go to the desert. There's another passage I can go through. I feel like I should end the episode before I go in, but no, I'm just going to jump in, check it out, get psyched, and hope to find a safe spot. Before ending this. Well, this path is starting to look very linear. Are you moving under the orders of the Overseer? So I must confirm alone. I can't trust anyone, not even you. What are you saying? Whoever tries to stop me, it would be best if they stopped right there. This is my final warning. Hey, you left a memory behind? Find the whereabouts of the Beacon Unit. Confirmed through Blue Rose message, the Beacon Unit heading to the Cavern of Despair is annihilated by an unidentified force. The attacker does not appear to be a fiend. We already learned that, but I guess now we know that she knows about that. So I was really hoping that that other dungeon that we were in, this one to the south, would be like a big, difficult dungeon that exists throughout the entire game. Like, it won't, like, it doesn't hold any items for progression, and technically we can beat the game without even stepping foot in it, but as we play through the game, and either get better at our abilities or get new Metroidvania-esque upgrades, we can keep it we can keep looking through it more and more, and find more things in there. More health upgrades, better weapons, all that stuff. And generally just be rewarded for success, as it were. If you're willing to go through the danger, then you get better weapons. But if you're willing to go through the danger anyway, then you're already good enough at the game that you don't need to. Oh no, there was an extra pack. Yeah, there's a whole weird thing about game mode where it's like, oh, there's this like extra boss, and if you're strong enough to beat it, then you get like an even stronger weapon. But it's like if you're strong enough to beat it, you don't need the extra powerful weapon. The person who needs the extra powerful weapon is the person who can't beat that boss. So it's all a bit of a weird catch-22 type deal. Alley. Holla, just like I said I would, I found it. I feel like that would just go directly down to there. But we just saved the game, so let's just end it off here. And now we have a lot of places we can go to start off the next episode, so I won't have to spend so much time trying to figure it out. Honestly, could have done a whole extra episode of just me trying to look. Ugh.